The Innocence Network is holding the first day of its conference tomorrow in Phoenix. The event allows exonerated people and practitioners to gather together and work to make a change in the criminal justice system. Cronkite News reporter Madison Perales explains the mission of this organization and talks to a person who was in prison for many years, but is now free.
To mark the network's 20th anniversary, they are hosting the event in Arizona for the second year in a row. The network has freed over 700 people, according to the director. For the exonerees attending, it's a way to remember what happened, but also to celebrate their freedom.
The air breathes different out here than it does in prison. I'll never jeopardize or sacrifice that again. Be able to actually be out there and greet the sun coming up.
After 15 years of being in prison, Khalil Rushton embraces his freedom. He was falsely convicted of first-degree murder when he was 19 years old.
They were like, oh, well, he's part of a bigger organization, and we can use him to bring the bigger organization down. I'm not going to play that role, and when I refuse to not play that role, that's when all hell broke loose for me.
He chose to take a step back. In doing so, the killer was let go, and the prosecutor directed the charges toward him.
It was really hurtful to turn around and see the justice system ignore all the steps that I had taken to clear my name.
He was sentenced to 25 years.
That hit me like a brick, but the reality didn't sink in because I was like, no, they made a mistake.
That was when the team of the Arizona Justice Project, a part of the Innocence Network, found out about his case.
The Arizona Justice Project is a founding member of the Innocence Network.
According to Kennedy, the Arizona Justice Project is one of the oldest innocence organizations in the country. Rushton said the Arizona Justice team started around 4 years into his sentence.
She never abandoned me. She was like, hey, we're not going to stop representing till you're out.
And that's exactly what they did. After 11 years of battling the justice system, he was released in 2012.
It really shocked me to a point where, I had to go into a shower, kind of close the curtain, and I broke down in tears.
After his release, his perspective on life changed, but he couldn't sit back and try to forget about that part of his life.
I decided to not just sit around and wait for change. I decided to be on the front line of change.
The conference will be held at the Arizona Grand Resort and Spa early tomorrow morning through Saturday. Rushton plans to host the preliminary opening and facilitate a workshop called Free But Haven't Made It Home Yet. In Phoenix, Madison Perales, Cronkite News.